how can a simple AI tool on social media end up sparking a massive international firestorm? One that pulls in prime ministers, global regulators, and, yeah, Elon Musk. Well, today we're unpacking the whole controversy around Grok AI.
To really get a grip on what happened, you have to start with this number, 7,751. That's how many non-consensual sexualized images one analysis found Grok was pumping out every single hour. This wasn't some minor glitch, it was a fire hose of harmful content flooding the platform.
So a number like that just leads to one big question. How did we even get here? How did this one AI feature spiral into a global incident, pitting the idea of online safety against the ideal of free speech? Okay, let's get into it.
First things first, we've got to understand the tech at the center of all this. What exactly is Grok? And how is it being used to cause such chaos?
So Grok is the AI model from Elon Musk's company, xAI, and it's baked right into the social media platform X. Now, it can do a bunch of things, but it was one key feature, its power to create an image from just a simple command that really lit the fuse.
And the way it worked, it couldn't have been easier. Seriously, any user could just find a photo of someone, tag the Grok AI bot in a reply, and tell it what to do. The bot would then create that altered image and post it publicly for the entire world to see. It was fast, it was public, and there was basically zero friction.
And the result of that incredibly simple process? A total deluge of digitally altered images. It started out with prompts like, put her in a bikini, but it escalated fast. Soon, users were asking for much more extreme stuff, like adding bruises or blood, using the AI to create these violent, sexualized, and just deeply disturbing images, all without a shred of consent.
As you can imagine, the reaction was swift and it was severe. And we're not just talking about angry posts online. This backlash went all the way to the highest levels of government across the globe.
Over in the UK, the Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, did not hold back at all. He called the whole situation disgraceful and put the blame right on the platform, demanding that X get a handle on it.
And this wasn't just a British issue. Halfway around the planet, the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese called it abhorrent. He pointed to it as yet another failure of social media platforms to act responsibly.
And all these strong words, they quickly led to real action. The UK's media regulator launched an urgent investigation. Regulators in the EU, Ireland, and India started demanding answers from X. And in the United States, some lawmakers went even further, calling for Apple and Google to just kick X out of their app stores completely. The pressure was mounting from every direction.
So with all this global outrage, how did Elon Musk and X respond? Well, they decided to frame this whole thing in a completely different light.
Musk's response? It was blunt and totally defiant. When he was faced with the threat of a ban in the UK, he basically claimed that this wasn't really about safety, it was about censorship. He was positioning this entire thing as a fight for free expression, which, fits right in with his whole mission to make X a home for free speech absolutism.
And right there, that's the fundamental clash. On one side, you have governments saying, look, this is a clear-cut online safety problem. Platforms have to protect their users. But on the other side, you have Musk saying, no, this is a free speech issue. You're just using safety as an excuse to censor people. Two completely different ways of seeing the world.
So, with all that pressure, X did eventually make a change. But whether that change actually fixed anything, well, that's a whole other story. Okay, so here's what they did. They took that public AI bot and stuck it behind a paywall. So free users couldn't just tag Grok anymore and get an image. You had to be a paying subscriber. The thinking, I guess, was to stop the casual, widespread abuse of the tool.
But, and this is a huge but, the core AI model didn't change at all. While that public bot was paywalled, the separate Grok app and website weren't. Anyone could still go there for free and use the exact same tech to create the exact same kind of harmful, non-consensual images. It was a massive loophole.
Yeah, and that loophole was not missed. The UK government, which had been leading the charge, came out and called the paywall fix insulting. From their perspective, it didn't solve the problem, it just put a price on creating the harm.
Look, this whole mess is about way more than just one platform or one AI tool. It really shines a spotlight on some of the biggest, thorniest questions we're all facing as this AI technology gets more and more powerful.
The Grok situation leaves us in this minefield of really tough questions, like
Who's actually responsible when AI is used to hurt someone? Is it the company that built the tool or the person who wrote the prompt? What in the world was this AI trained on to even know how to make these images? And the really big one, how can our laws possibly keep up with tech that's moving this fast?
At the end of the day, this whole thing feels like a massive wake-up call. The technology's here. It can do amazing things, but as we've just seen, it can also do some truly terrible things. And it leaves us all with one final urgent question to think about. As these AI tools get smarter and smarter, are we, as a society, anywhere close to being ready to set the rules of the road?